Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening. Parminder here. Welcome to SAP S/4HANA Simple Logistics Trainings. So we are in our next chapter where we are going to discuss ahead the business partner, which we started in our last session. But before I proceed, let me quickly check if you all can hear me clearly and you can also see my screen. Arsh, can you please confirm?
Yeah, hi Praminder. I can hear you and I can also see your screen.
Okay, that's good, guys. So sorry for the last session. I was not feeling well, so I need to cancel it. So I apologize for that. And we'll quickly move ahead. As usual, before I proceed ahead, we would be covering that what we have done in our last session, so that we can make the bridge between the last session and the today's session. So in our last session, we were discussing business partners. The first thing we have discussed is what is a business partner? What is that terminology? Earlier, we were comfortable with vendor and customer. Now, suddenly, this business partner comes in between. So, what is that? So, that's what we have tried to understand. The second thing we have tried to understand is that in the with the business partner, why SAP has adopted to this business partner. In ECC, we were having a both approaches. We were having a business partner also. We were having a customer and vendor approach also. But when we move to S4 HANA, now we need to create mandatorily business partner, and at the back end, system would be creating a customer and vendor. So we discussed that why SAP has done that. What was the reason behind doing this change? So all of the possible reasons we have discussed here in detail. Then we have checked, we have gone through the data model for the business partner, that when we would be creating a business partner, what kind of different tables, what kind of different roles we need to update. By updating different roles, what objects will get created. Okay, when customer will get created, when vendor will get created, and what kind of tables is getting updated. So that we have discussed in detail. Then we discuss what would be going to happen in the conversion. In conversion, we need to maintain the CVIs. We need to maintain the linkage between your customer and vendors with the business partner within the ECC itself before we move ahead to S4HANA. So that linkage need to be set it up within the ECC itself. Then we have discussed about the business partner number concept. What would be the numbering concept of the business partner? How the numbering would be given, what would be the number for business partner, and what would be the number given for customer and vendor. So that what we have seen. In between, we have also gone into the system and we have created some customization related to the account groups. We have created a business partner account group. And then we have seen that how these numbers, how the both numbers would be similar. If you want to give a same number of customer to business partner, what kind of settings we need to do. That also we have seen. We'll go again in the configuration. We'll see what level of configurations we have done, and we'll do the pending configurations today. So we have also seen that how to give a same numbers to the business partner. And here we have also discussed and seen that how we can give a different number, how we can give a different number to a customer. So different number for the customers would be required when actually you would be doing a conversion in ECC. It is not always that you would be able to maintain same business partner and same customer number. Some cases it would require to have to go with the different numbers. So here basically we have discussed what would be happening in the number range in the conversion. When you will be doing in ECC it would be just opposite. We already have a customer and vendor. We need to create a business partner. So the business partner number range need to be taken from the customer and vendor. Here the business partner number range would be the external number range. Okay, here there can be some overlaps which we discussed, that your customer number range and vendor number range can overlap. Due to that overlap, all of your customer and vendors would not be having the same BP number. So we discussed how you can achieve to have a different BP number in that scenario. So that is the discussion we have done till our last session. I will take a quick pause to check if you are having any questions before we proceed ahead. You can ask it now. Any questions related to the previous topic or any another thing if you want to ask, you can ask it now. Okay, guys, so we'll proceed ahead. If you don't have any questions, we'll proceed ahead. So let me open our remote desktop, and we will first see that what kind of configurations we have done, and we'll continue with the configurations. Okay, so I will go ahead with our system, which is 1909. Okay, so first thing we need to do, guys, we need to create our account group. So I'm going ahead and check whether we have completed the exercise to create the account groups. I will go in SPRO and here, sorry, here we will be going ahead in financial accounting, account receivable and account payable, customer accounts, master data, preparation for creating master data, define account groups. So we were following SG02. So let me check. So okay, account group we have created. Account group is existing. That's good. So we have created account group here. Now assign number ranges to customer account groups. Let's see if some number ranges has been assigned. So number range has not been assigned. So we are going to do and assign the number range to the account group. To do this, we will be doing this exercise together. We'll also create our business partner grouping, which will be used to create this account group. And then for that business partner grouping, we'll try to have a same number. Okay, so we need to have a same number range. If you remember the concept which we have gone through, that the number ranges should be same or the overlapping one. Then only the same number would be created. So I'm going ahead and checking parallel screen, the business partner number ranges. So for the business partners, we need to go into the path cross application components. Within the cross application components, we have SAP business partner, then business partner, basic settings, number ranges and groupings. And here you will be able to see the different number ranges which is available for the business partner. Okay, so what we discussed that if you want to have a same number range, what need to happen? The customer need to have an external material number range, should be same as a business partner number range, or should be as a overlapping. Okay, or the customer number range should be overlapping or the bigger number range. So first thing we need to do here that we need to create a business partner grouping. And for that grouping, we need to assign that what number range we will be using it. I would request you to don't create a very big number ranges here. Try to limit yourself to create a number ranges. Otherwise, everything will get consumed. And don't delete or change the number ranges. Otherwise, inconsistency comes in the system. If you want to check that what is the number ranges which is available, we have a new icon here. You can click on this free intervals. And with this, you can check what are the number ranges which is freely available, which you can assign. Okay, the same way you can also check it from here that what are the number ranges which is available or already created for the customer accounts. So this is the number ranges which is available for customer, and this is the number ranges which is available for vendor, for the business partner. So I'm trying to check it here. So we have a series 37040. Let's check if this 37040 is available. Yes, 37040 to 37999 is available. So here we have a 37040 to 38099. So I would be creating one number range starting from 37040 we would not be creating many business partners, so I would just limit it to 37040 to 37100. Okay, and the same is also available here. I can create 37040 to 37100. So that number range we would be using it, we will be creating it. So I would be creating that number range at the both places. So first I am at the business partner. I would create this number range. Let me copy it so that we don't do it wrong. And I would be going into the change mode, click on the plus button. So when you click on the plus button, a number range will come at the top. So our from number is 37040 and to number is 3700. Again repeating guys, don't use a bigger number ranges, otherwise everything will get consumed. Or you can, if you want to practice, you can use the same number range which I am creating it here. Now we need to give the name here. Let me try to give a name SG. SG is already there. Let me try to give a name S2. S2 is also there. So I will give SA. Let me try SA. SA is also ZS. Okay, ZS has been created. So our number range ZS has been created. Please remember that we have created ZS because we need to also assign it. This is our number range for the business partner group which we have created. I will save it. Here I have not put it in external. This is an internal number range. Now I will go one step back. Now I will be doing define groupings and assign number ranges. We need to also define our group. Okay, so I will be going ahead into the new entries. SG02, I will define a group name. Short text is SG02. SG02. I will mention here customer because we need to also create for vendor. We are doing this exercise for customer first. And number range we have created ZS, right? So that we have done. Okay, so this is the internal number range. So here we are having this icon, this indicator which you can select. Okay, so let me first save it and go back, then I will show you. I need to check my SG02. SG02. Yeah, this is the one. So I am putting all my changes under this same transport request. Data has been saved. Let's go back. So here you are having an option that you can actually, you can see a hide button. So you can create some grouping and you can hide it so that it will not show into the display. So you can hide the groupings. What is the purpose of hiding a grouping? Sometime you would be creating a business partner. Some business partner would be created through the external system, through the iDocs, BAPI, or through the external program. So for that, you can create some separate number groupings, some separate number range you want to give it, but you don't want to show it because it will not be used from the front end of the business partner, the front end of the BP transaction. So you can go here and you can hide them from here. Okay, and now the another indicator is this one. There are the two indicators, you can see it here for the external number ranges and for the internal number ranges. So this is what, if we click it here, there would be only one thing. It's a radio button. You can select for all of the internal number range groupings. You can select one here. If you select the radio button here and in the BP transaction, let me go into the BP transaction. I'm going into the create organization. If you mention the grouping here blank, so here there is an option that you can also put this blank, and you can also put this blank, and you can create the whole data. So to create a business partner, it need a grouping because the number comes from the grouping. And if the grouping itself is blank, what system will see? System check this configuration. System will be checking what is my default. If anything is there with default ticked, system would be checking that. So here the default is SG01 is default. So if you will not mention anything, system will be selecting this grouping SG01. So I mention it here SG02. Okay. If you go ahead and create a business partner without mentioning anything, system will automatically select SG02 grouping. And SG02 grouping says that this is an internal number range. So what system would be doing? System will take a available number from this number range. Let me quickly elaborate a little bit more here that what is going to happen in the different scenarios. So you go ahead and you put it, where is my epic pen? Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah. So you go here and you have put it all of the details in the business partner. Here, everything you have put it, whatever details you have put in, but neither you have put it this thing, neither this thing. So what system will do? System will go into your grouping customization. And from there, it will say that if this is blank, what is the default grouping I need to use? From default grouping, it will find SG02. Okay. And from the SG02, it will identify what is the next number. System will assign the next number automatically. But in case you mention it here number BP001 and you put it this as a blank, then there is another radio button. If you have noticed, there is another external group. Here also we are having a radio button. So in that case, system would be selecting a number range for the external grouping. Why? Because you have already given a number. You have already given a number here. So system will say that, okay, you want to use the external number grouping, but you have not mentioned anything here. This thing is blank. So system will check in the grouping and system will be assigning that what is the default grouping is available for external numbers. That system would be assigning, and then system would be checking whether the number range which has been defined in the default grouping and the number range which you have given here, the number you have given, whether they both are in sync or not. If they both are not in the sync, what system would be doing? System would be throwing an error. It will ask you that the business partner number which you have mentioned, with that number you would not be able to create. You would not be able to create your business partner. So you need to change that number. Either you change the grouping or you change the number. One another scenarios can also happen. You have given this also you have given, this also you have given, but the number you have given here and the grouping you have given here, the both is not matching. Then also system would be throwing the error to you. So I'm going back here, and so here we have put it this as an internal. I have mentioned it as a ZS. Now I will be going and doing my customization for my account group also. So account group also I need to create a number range. So I will try to create a same number range here. I will click on plus icon 37040 237 100, and I need to click it here external. Why customer Number range, we need to click on external because we want to give a same number which has been created by BP. We want to enforce into the customer. That's why we want to create it here external. And there we created ZS, right? Let me try to create ZS here. Okay, it is created. So ZS number range has been created. Now what I need to do next? Next, what I need to do, I will coming back here and I will be assigning my account groups, assign number ranges to the account groups. So the account group we have created SG02. Under this, I will be assigning ZS. Now my business partner group is also there and my customer account group is also there. Both has been done. What is the next thing we need to do? We need to link both of them. The linkage is still missing. They both are existing in the same system separately, but I need to link both of them. So from where we'll be doing a linkage? I'll go here in the business partner grouping one. Yes, I want to save. Okay, this is saved. Now here we will be using two nodes very frequently. One is the SAP business partner for the CVA mapping, and second is master data synchronization. This master data synchronization is also existing under your cross application components only. So under the master data synchronization, I need to maintain the link between both of them. So here you will see customer vendor integration. This is your configuration for CVIs. Okay. And here you would be having a business partner settings. Under the business partner setting, it will ask you what you want to do, whether you want to do your customer integration or whether you want to do your vendor integration. We want to do the customer integration. First thing it is asking BP role category, direction BP to customer and customer to BP. Now here it will be showing you the two directions in this configuration. Okay. So in these two directions, you need to maintain always BP to customer if you are doing this configuration in S4HANA. In S4HANA, we create first BP and then customer would be creating. But if you're doing a conversion project, and we see that in conversion in ECC, also we need to maintain the business partner. If you're doing in ECC, you need to maintain this customer to BP. So this configuration is also available in ECC. In ECC, before conversion, if it is a conversion project, you need to maintain this. If it is a greenfield project in S4HANA, you need to maintain this. Okay, so we will be checking it whether our role categories are available here or not. If the role categories are not available, then you will be creating a business partner, system will not create any customer. So this is the link which tells us that when you save a business partner at the back end, some customer also need to be created. FLCU01. So FLCU01 and FLCU00 both are there. So that's good. So when we'll be creating this, system will be creating a customer. So BP to customer. Then we need to come into the field assignment for customer integration. Assign keys. Define number assignment for direction BP to customer. Here we need to define BP to customer in S4HANA and customer to BP in ECC. Here we need to define the mapping. So your business partner grouping need to map with the account groups. So you can create it here, new entry. Our grouping which we have defined is SG02. SG02. And I will click it here, same number. So when I click it here, save number, what would be happening? When I click it here, same number, system would try to give same business partner as a customer number. Now here there is a one more setting is there, flexible grouping. Now this flexible grouping came only This flexible grouping came only after 1709. So this setting what SAP has given, that apart from that, that system should automatically take your customer account groups, automatically system should take when you create a business partner. While creating a BP, when you're creating a BP, you want system, rather than taking your customer account group automatically, you want system to mention this as manually. So you put it business partner grouping manually. You also want your user, that user is interested that he would be maintaining this customer account group manual. Okay. So based on the situation, they are with the manual decision, they are having a manual intervention where the different customer account groups has been used. So they are using it manual. So if you want to use this manually, you want to give your customer account group, and based on the customer account group, whether internal or external number for there, if the external number is there for the customer, that also you need to fill in the BP transaction. I will show you where it can be done. So that can be done if you select this. Okay, but you cannot select both. That cannot be done. So either you need to select this or this. So actually there should be a radio button, but they have given the tick button. So if you try to select both, system throws the error. So first we are going ahead with the same number. I will show you if you remove the same number and if you click on the flexible grouping, what would be happening. So I am going here, click it here on the same number and save it. Here, if you are saving some settings, but somebody has done some changes in the number ranges, and because of that, the configuration has become inconsistent, you would also see the errors which is coming from another groupings which has been created. So this is just a test system. You see so many groupings, but generally there would be only few groupings in the productive environment. So what we have done so far, we have done our number range settings. We have done the number range setting for the account group, customer account group, and we have also done the number range settings for your business partner, and we have also mapped both of them, and we have done the configuration so that you would be having a same business partner and the same customer number. Any questions till now, guys? I'm taking a quick pause to check if you guys have any question. You can ask it now.
So after configuration for conversion project, once we set up define BP role customer to BP, can we switch back to BP to customer once we are done with conversion? Will that affect the other old vendors?
No, in the conversion project, you need to do this configuration first in ECC. So once you're done in ECC, once your conversion has been completed, then your configuration setting from BP to customer, you need to do post conversion. That is a post conversion step in S/4HANA. So two places you need to do. First, you need to do in ECC, then S/4HANA.
Okay, customer to BP is in ECC, not in S4, right?
Not in S4. Customer to BP in ECC. Once the conversion has been completed, BP to customer in S/4HANA. Any another question, guys? Okay. So if you don't have any another question, I'm going back in the system. We have done this configuration. We will try to create one customer. Okay, we will try to create one business partner, and we'll see whether it is saving as a customer or not. We'll be doing that configuration at the account group level, at our company code level. So the first transaction which I'm going to use is transaction BP. This is my transaction /n BP. So first it comes as a display screen where basically you can go ahead and identify your business partner as a customer number or something else. So that would be kind of a report. If you just interested, if you want to go ahead and find your business partner details, you can click it here and you can put the business partner detail. Otherwise, you need to click it here if you want to create a business partner. Okay. So I will quickly show you the different things which is available here. You can also change your screen controls. Okay, from here you can change the screen control. So let me quickly show you that what are the things which would be there in this screen. So this you would be using it to create. If you want to create a business partner, customer or vendor, you would be using this. Basically, for customer and vendor creation, we'll be using organization. If you already know your business partner number, and you want to display the business partner number, you can directly put your business partner number here and you can get the details. This is a button which will be used to toggle between your display and change. So once you have opened a business partner, that open business partner, whether you want to see in the display mode or the change mode, you would be able to do it from this one. Okay. This business partner role is very important. Based on this business partner role, these screens or here the tabs which you will see here, it will depend on what kind of role you have selected. Based on the role you have selected, the screen layout and fields within the screen layout can get changed depended on the roles you have selected. Okay. If you are going to create a business partner which is with the external number, you can put your business partner number here. If you want to go ahead and once you have selected, you need to also select your grouping from here. This grouping will define what would be your number range for your business partner as well as your customer. Both will depend on this grouping because we have linked our account groups with the business partner group. So we will be selecting here business partner group and system will automatically select your account groups. Once you have created one role, you can come here, toggle it and go to another role to create it. Sometime you will go to another role to create it. You will not be able to create because system has gone into the display mode. So you need to come here and you need to switch back to the change mode so that you would be able to proceed ahead. Okay, so that is the quick layout. And if you want to change some screen layout, if you want to select by default in display or change, and if you want to overview the authorization, whether create display change authorization has been given or not, you can select from here. So this is a single transaction BP transaction, which will also work as a reporting. So when you click it here, this is now your reporting screen. Okay, you can generate your reporting from here. Display part, you can do it from here. You can do the creation from here. You can do the change from here. All of the things can be done from a single transaction. The T code is BP. So you can create your vendors from here. You can create your customer from here. You can create your contact person from here, or any details related to business partner for EWM, FSCM modules, any data need to be maintained, a single transaction can be used. Earlier, we were having a multiple transaction XD010203, VD010203. Now it is not required. I'm just giving you a quick screenshot of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our business partner. So I'm not giving a business partner number. I'm not giving a grouping. Let's see what happens. I'm creating a business partner general. I will put the company here. Name, I will put SG02. Customer, Sastrageek, customer 1. Okay. Here I will give some street number, house number, postal code, city I will give New York, country US, region I will give New York. I will click it here. I also want to give the text jurisdiction code that I will give for New York NY00. That is for the taxation purpose in US. So I have entered the generic details here. Basically what I have entered my business partner details here. You cannot see the business partner address detail. You cannot see here the customer relevant details as of now. So I can also go ahead and save this one. It says me enter ID number. So somebody has gone and did the configuration for ID numbers. Okay, either we need to remove this PAN and Aadhaar card, or you need to give the number here. I will also show you where this configuration is there. This is generally used for the TM module or another module where the drivers need to be created and these details will be required. So you can click it here. I will just remove it. I don't want to put this one. And I will save it. Now we will see it that the business partner which has been created, you can see 37040 business partner which has been created. Okay, so this is the number range which we have defined, 37040 to 37000, right? So system has created a business partner from there. The grouping it has been used. So we will also see what grouping it has used. So I'm just copying this 37040 number which has been created. And now I will go to transaction SE16. SE16 is a transaction. Most of the guys you would be aware. We see the table details. So in our last session, we have gone through that what tables will get updated. So we will check it here. BUT 000 table we said will get updated. So here I will give the business partner number, which we have copied 37040, and we'll click it here. You can see the grouping which system has used is SG02. So in the BP transaction, they have not displayed this grouping, but if you go through the Fiori, you would also be able to see the grouping which has been used. In GUI phase, you need to see it from the table details. So this business partner has been created. Okay, the grouping has been used as a SG02. Let's also check whether the other tables has been updated or not. So what other tables we said will get updated generally is BUT 100. So BUT 100 has not been updated. The BP roles, when it is be assigned to some specific role, then this table will get updated. So this is not updated. Let's see BUT 020. This BUT 020 has been updated. Address number is there, and with this address number, the ADRC and other address table, you would be able to search. So those tables would also be updated. So this address number has been updated. The address Let's also check whether a customer has not been created for this. So what is the table for customer? The customer table is KNA1. KNA1. So customer has not been created. So as of now, only generic business partner has been created. The customers has not been created as of now. Okay. So that has been done. So now we will be moving ahead and we will be trying to extend this business partner as a customer. Right now it is not a customer. Right now it is just a business partner. So what I would be doing, I would come here and go to my role FLCU00. So you will see here sometimes this FLCU00 role is not coming. Many times people come back and they say that they are having an issue. They are not able to see after creating a BP. They are not able to see the FLCU00 role. So because you are in the display mode, so you need to click it here and go to the change mode. Now you will see all of the roles. So I'm going ahead with FLCU00 role, customer finance accounting. So here, as soon as you have gone to this role, if you have noticed, there is a company code tab is there. And the customer general data, customer text data, some another tabs also come at the down. Okay. Here you will see the customer number system has automatically put it 37040 and account group is already taken SG02. How this has been taken? Because our business partner grouping is SG02, which is mapped to the account group SG02. So once we will be saving it as a customer, system will be creating this as a customer number and system would be using this account group. Now I'm going ahead into the company code details. So here you see that the customer number is the external number, which will automatically come here. And here I would be giving my company code. Company code is same as G02, right? We have created, so SG02 is my company code. I need to give the reconciliation account. We have already created a reconciliation account. 4000 is the reconciliation account which we have created. I will give that account number. Okay. If you want to give some another information, you can also give it here. If related to payment, if you want to give some information, if you want to give the payment terms immediately. Okay, any other details if you want to give it, you can give it here. I don't want to give so much of details here. I just mentioned this payment terms 001. And now I will click on save. So it is saying that the required field language is not filled. Here I will fill as a EN, English. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so now here the FLCU00 role has been extended to the company code. As soon as this happened, you will see here the customer number was already displayed here. And if I go to the company code, awesome. So the customer number is shown as the same 37040 is a customer number which has been created for the business partner 37040. Both are same. How we can check? So this is from the front end. If you want to know the back end at the table level, so the table which linked both of them is your CVI cust link table. So we'll check that table now, whether that table has been updated. So if you have a business partner number and if you want to check customer or customer number check business partner, you can check it from here. CVI cust link. This is a table. Here I have a customer number, so I will give the customer number here. For us, both are same. Okay, so I have given a customer number here. I have executed. So this is a business partner global unique identification number. So I'm going to select this, Control C, And from here, you need to go, I will go back to SC16N. And here I will put our table BUT 000. I will find GUID, Control F GUID field, Global Unique Identification for Business Partner. And I will put this number here and execute. So you will see here the business partner is 37040. Again, the vice versa, if you have a business partner number, you can come to this BUT 000 table, put your business partner number, copy your GUID and pass it to your CVI cust link table. So you would be able to get your customer number. Although the same you can also do, this is for the background. If you want to write some functional specification or this thing, it will be used. Or if you just want to identify from the front end. So from this screen, we have option find business partner with the customer number. So here you can put customer number. Even I want to search customer number. I want to search what company code SG02. I will click it here. So this is the customer 37040 created. I will double click and I will click on start. This will give me, this is the business partner number. So this is the end user also can easily identify whether the number is same or whether the number is different. This would be more applicable where the numbers are different. If at all the places your numbers are same, then whatever the business partner number is the customer number, what is the customer number is your business partner number. So this functionality of the linking of the tables and to identify business partner from customer or customer from business partner would be more valid and would be more applicable when the number ranges are not same. So far so good, guys. So we have created a customer, we have created a business partner, we have extended to the FLCU00 role, and then we have also seen that what different tables get updated. Any questions so far? Okay, if you don't have any questions, let's proceed ahead. So what is the next step? Next step is we want to extend it to the sales area. What is the role? FLCU01 role is there. Before I go ahead and do the extend to the sales area, I will quickly check whether my account group is having. I will quickly check my account group settings. I will check whether the partner functions has been mentioned is there or not. The different partner functions under the account group is there or not. That I will quickly check. So that setting would be there in your SG configuration, sales and distribution, master data, not in the master data, basic functions. In the basic function, we'll be having a partner determination, set of partner determination for customer master. I will first go to the procedure assignment to the group. Our account group is SG02. The SG02, nothing has been assigned. Okay, SG01 is using a determination function A20. So I will assign the same partner determination. I'm assigning it here, A20. Then I will check that what are the partner functions are there in this A20. Because those partner function also I need to extend in my account group. So we have sold to party, bill to party, payer, and ship to party. So this is what we require. So that I will do. account group function assignment. So here I will be creating it. So first is sold to party. I will assign to our account group SG02. Ship to party also SG02. Then payer SG02. And then I will also assign my bill to party. Save. So I have just assigned my different partner functions to my, so what would be my ship to party, what would be my bill to party or pay to party for that particular account group, that what I have selected. Okay, let's go ahead. Now what we will be doing, I would be using the same partner 37040. So I will go to here 37040, or I can also just double click. Both things we can do. And now I will extend to the another role, which is FLCU01. As soon as I go to FLCU01 role, you can see here sales and distribution tab has come up. So I will go to the sales and distribution tab. You can do it in both way. Okay, before I am doing it there, we need to just check the customer tables we have not checked, right? So I will be just checking the customer tables. Because customer has been created, so your KNA1 table should be updated now. KNA1 and KNB1 table. So let's check that. KNA1 table. This is my customer number now. Okay, KNA1 table has been updated. All good. Let me check KNB1 table also. Customer company code. KNB1 table also has been updated, guys. Let's also check KNVV. KNVV for sales area, it should not be updated, but let's check it. KNVV has not been updated. Now the KNVV will get updated when we will be extending our customer to the sales area. So business partner transaction. In the business partner transaction, I need to give my sales organization SG02, which we have created. Distribution channel SG, division SG. Given, press enter. Okay. So now here I am having information which I can fulfill it. Sales district, if you want to put, you can put it. So this is a sales district. Sales office we have created, I think. Yes, we have created. We'll put that. Sales group also we have created. I will also put that. Pricing procedure, customer pricing procedure, I'm not putting it here. Let's go to the shipping. Delivery plant, we'll put it as G02. Shipping condition, I will put 01 standard. Billing, do I need to put something? Incoterm, if you want to mention, you can give Incoterm here. Tax code. Tax code, I will just put tax exempted. Let's see the partner function whether it got determined. So the partner function has been determined automatically because we have done the configuration. All the partner function, you can see it here. Okay, so all of my information has been updated. I will now go ahead and click on save. The changes has been saved. It is now extended. Now our KNVB table should be updated. Let's check this table. You can see the data came up. Now your B1 table which was not updated was BUT020, right? So let's also check BUT020. Okay, so this one, our business partner number is this. So this, no, 020 was updated is the address number. BUT100 was not updated when we last checked. Now let's check BUT100. This BUT100 is having that each business partner is linked with which roles. So you can see it is linked with FLCU00 and FLCU01 role. Both you are able to see it here. So now your customer has been fully created. It is created, is extended to sales area. BP, we have done all through the BP transaction. If you will go ahead and try to do the transaction like XD01, it will again take you to the BP transaction. It says that XD01 is obsoleted. You need to select this and it will be taking you to the BP transaction. If you go ahead and do VD01, again, it is taking you to the BP transaction because the transaction has been obsoleted. Okay. So we have seen it that how to create a business partner, how to do the basic configuration, and we have done it through GUI. I will do this. We will also do the same thing that we will be creating it this from the Fiori screens also. Fiori also has very good applications for that. That also we will see it. But before I proceed ahead, if you have any questions, you can ask it now.
Yeah, Param, I had a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, right now the BP and the customer role, the numbers are same, right?
Yes.
Right. And I think on the account group, the external box was ticked for that.
Account group external box was ticked. Within the account group, when we maintain the number range for the account group, in the number range, external box was ticked. It was the external number range.
External, and even the linkage between the BP and the account group, the external box was ticked, I think.
No, for that, let me take you back to that configuration.
Okay.
So cross application components. And within that, we need to go to the master data synchronization, customer vendor integration, business partner settings, customer integration,
Field assignment, assign keys, number range, BP to customer. Mm-hmm.
So here our is HP02. So same number has been ticked here.
Oh, sorry, the same number has been ticked over here. And okay. And what about the BP grouping? Nothing was ticked over there, I think, right?
BP grouping, we have assigned the number range. In the BP grouping, we have assigned the number range. In that number range, we have put it as an internal number. So we have not ticked the external one. If
yeah,
you can,
okay.
You can also tick the external one. If you tick the external, when you're creating a BP, you need to punch in the number.
Yeah, okay. Okay, got it then. Thank you.
Okay. Any another question, guys? Okay, if you don't have any other question, let's quickly see here in this configuration. If I go ahead and if I tick on the flexible group, So you get the error, same number and flexible grouping cannot be combined. Both cannot be done. So let's say I untick this. And then let's say I save it. Okay, now let's see what is the impact in the BP transaction. Going ahead into the BP, I will do a little fast now. Going to the organization, I will create a company 02 test. US language EN. Okay, so here this time I will go ahead and select our number in SG02, otherwise not mandatory because we have put it as a default. Otherwise you need to select from here and save. Again, ID number issue. And delete this ID numbers. Save. So 37041 has been created. Now we'll go into the change mode. FLCU00. And here I will go to the, here first you see the customer general data. You can see the earlier customer number was there and account group was also there with the gray. Okay, now account group is not there and customer number is also not there. I go ahead into company code. I will put SG02 reconciliation account 4000. I will try to save it. Awesome. So it gave me error that customer account group has not been maintained. Please maintain the customer account group. It also shows the big red button here. It takes me here that define the account group. And based on the account group, your customer number would be defined. So if you put it here, SG02, SG02 is now external number. Okay. If you do it here, you need to also define the external number here. I'm going to define the same thing. And then you would be able to save it. I'm not saving it. I'm not extending it. Okay, but this is to show you if the flexible grouping has been created, what would be happening. So I will go back and change the configuration again to the same number. Okay, so if the flexible grouping is there, you need to give your account group, and based on the account group, whether if the internal number is there, system will pick up the internal number. If it is your external number, you need to put the external number here. This functionality, if you want to do the same kind of things, if you want to do which you was doing in ECC, when you create a customer, you give the customer account group, and from the account group, your basically the number comes up. If you just want to de-link with the functionality which SAP has given with the business partner grouping for the customer numbers, if you just want to follow the same way, give the account group and select the number range. That can happen from here, from that flexible grouping. It was not there in 1610. It came up afterwards 1709. Okay, so the customer part has been done. We have created the customer, and we have also seen that how the different tables will get updated when you create a customer. Okay, now the second thing we are going to see here is I will take you to the BP screen of the Fiori, where we will see from the BP screen of the Fiori that how we would be able to create business partner or the customers by using the Fiori screens. Okay. Then we'll go ahead into the vendor. Then we'll also see some more configurations related to business partner. I will take you also to ECC to show you how the configuration need to be done in ECC for the conversion. Okay, guys, I'm back. I hope everyone is back from the quick break. Okay, so let's continue. So before we go into the break, we have seen the full business partner configuration, and we have also seen how to create it, how the vendors and customers, how the customer and the business partner has been created. Now, the thing which we are going to see is basically we will go ahead into the Fiori, and within the Fiori, we will see how you can create a business partner and how this business partner would be creating a customer. Basically, the creation of the customer or vendor by using a business partner Fiori applications would be a little bit easy. Let the system respond. Okay, it's back. So I will directly jump into our Fiori 1909. With my user ID. So here we would be first searching for the application, and the application name is Customer Master. So I'm searching my criteria as application so that the search would be faster. By the time it is loading, if you have any question, you can ask. It is taking a little bit of time.
I had a question, like in a real project,
Mm-hmm.
BP will be created first, and who will be creating the BP? Because it has the linkage with the customer and the vendor.
Okay, so the master data generally it is a combined responsibility. The material master and the business partner is a combined responsibility. So the company code data for the business partner is generally created by the finance team. And the sales area data, so FLCU01 data, is created by the sales team. So generally, a new customer inquiry or the new customer that we need to onboard a new customer, that requirement comes from the sales team. So they need to fill up that required data, that this is the details, this is their bank details, this is their address details. They need to give it to the master data team. Or if you don't have a master data team, they need to create the generic thing for the business partner. Then it will go to the finance team. Finance team will be updating the company code related data. And then parallelly, sales area data can also be updated by the sales team. So your sales team and the finance team, two teams would be required to fill the data. If the master data team is there, we fill the templates and give it to the master data team. And then actually punching in the data, they do it. But both teams, finance team and sales teams, provide the data to the master data team, and then they create the data in the system. So I'm going ahead into this application, customer master create change display. Okay. So customer master create change display, this is how it looks like. It is having on the filter at the top. Okay, based on this filter, you would be able to identify that which different business partner has been created. Let's say I want to filter with the New York City. I just enter put New York and I have put it, so you can see that our 37040 which we have created is coming up here. Okay, so you can do the filter based on the multiple criteria. You can go to the adapt filter, and you can also change from the adapt filter. You can also change that what different filters would be available here. You can also filter it based on the roles also. So multiple filters are available. So here what I am doing, I will select this one. I will first show you the copy functionality, which is not there in the BP transaction. You want to just create with the same data, you want to create a new customer. You can just click it here and copy. It will be asking you what copy you want to do, whether you want to copy the company code, sales organization, both or one of them. If you want to copy both of them, you can select, or if you want to only copy the company code data, you can also deselect. Okay, I want to copy with both. Company code also, if you want to go and check that which company code it will be copying, it's SG02. Okay, I want to select this. I will go ahead. Okay. So this is a new application. There can be some hiccups in this. Okay, so first we need to fill the basic data. The name I will change here, SG02 Sastrageek, Fiori customer copy. We created it from Fiori copy, so that what name I have given to it. If you want to see here the account group, you can see here. Now everything is available with the drop down. You need not to click on the multiple tabs, although the tabs are there on the top, but everything is there in the single page. System is showing that two roles, FLCU00, FLCU01, has been extending, and this is the validity for those roles. This is the address, so I want to change the address. Also, I will change. Pin code I will change. Reason is same, that is same. Communication is same. So this is the address detail. This is the basic address, and here also you can create a multiple address by clicking it here, and there can be the validity of those addresses. Now this is your company code relevant data. If you want to change anything from the company code relevant data, you can click it here. It will take you to the next tab where basically all the company code related fields would be there. Okay, if you want to change something, you can do it. Similar way, the sales area also, this is the sales area it is extending. If you want to also extend to the multiple sales area, you can click on create, and you can create a multiple sales areas. Okay, and you can also go into the details of your sales area. So this is the details of the sales area. The business partner and everything would get copied. Now I don't want to do any other changes. I will just click on save. You can see the number here that it has been created quickly, awesomely, 37042. This is my business partner number 37042. If you want to check that what is your customer number for this, you can also see here the customer number 37042. So customer has been created and your business partner has been created, extended to the company code, extending to the sales area just within few clicks. So we hardly entered any information here. Just to copy it, only the address we need to fill. Definitely you need to type it up. Otherwise we have hardly filled any information. Let's check in the back end whether our BP transaction also have all the data, just to show you that both are in sync. So it is 37042. It is created. So from backend also you can see it has been created, customer has been created, extended to your company code and extended to your sales area. So other thing is that you can also see the grouping here. Okay, in the BP transaction, once it has been created, it doesn't show you any place grouping. Grouping, if you want to see that what grouping was used, you need to go ahead into the tables and you see. But in this screen, you can see here the grouping SG02. I will go one step back. Edit if you want to do, you can also edit it from the same place. Now, if you want to create from scratch, so you can click on create. Creating from scratch also is very easy compared to the BP transaction. You want to create an organization. Okay, the business partner, you want to mention something, you can do, but our number is internal, so we'll not mention anything. Grouping you can select from here, but our default grouping is already SG02. I will not mention anything. The role I will mention here, FLCU00. So all of the basic information, that is a good thing here. All of the basic information which is required, you can collect it in the single screen. What happened in the BP transaction, user need to go into the multiple tabs. Here, all the basic information or your mandatory information which you required, you can get it collected on the same screen itself here. And I have also shown you in our Fiori extensibility sessions that this screen can be modified. So if you have a couple of more fields that can be added here. So I'll quickly update organization unit as company. Name one is SG02. Fiori create. Address I need to fill. House number. City again, I will put New York. Postal code. Country US. Region New York. Language English. Sales organization also retail, I will put it here itself, SG02. Company code SG02. Again, reconciliation is also, account is also mandatory. So that also I will put it here itself. 4,000 was our reconciliation account. So all the required data, I have just put it on the small pop-up. It is having 1,000 of fields, but as a user to create the data, create my customer, extend it to the sales area, extend it to the company code, I just require a handful details which I need to enter it. That you can put it in this pop-up. User can enter it in one go and click on OK. So all of these details will again be filled in this screen. Okay, and here One thing which you're required to do, because we have also given the sales area details. Okay, so we need to also add the sales area and company code, both are there. So you need to make sure in the roles you have both roles, FLCU00 and FLCU01. So here I have only single role, FLCU00. I will click on create and I will also add FLCU01 role, so that within a single go my business partner is created, it is extended to sales area, and it is also extended to the company code. In a single go can be done. So I have filled all the details which is required. I will click on save. So it is giving some error. Some mandatory functions not yet maintained. Okay, let's check which mandatory field we are still missing. Okay, company we have given it. Grouping, it has not picked the grouping. Let me go into the edit header. It should pick automatically. Let me type it here. SG02. Address we have filled. Communication we have filled. Okay, maybe we need to fill some data within the company code or within the sales area. So I will go inside the sales area. Taxes we need to fill it here. Tax exempt, that we need to fill it here. Sales district, sales office, these are not mandatory, but I will just enter it, some information here. Sales office also we have created, so we will enter it. Okay. Apply. Save. Okay, it is not able to select the business partner grouping. Go to edit header data. Okay, that's a problem. So there's one note need to be implemented in the system. So you can see here the business partner grouping, you're not able to see the grouping which you have created, SG02, we are not able to see here because it is having a limitation. It is showing only specific groupings here up to E. So it is showing us limited groupings, and it doesn't also give us an option where we can basically go ahead and do the filtering. So that is the problem here. Although with the standard function, it should actually go ahead and copy the grouping, because we are not mentioning anything. So the default grouping it should take. So that is not happening. So we need to implement SAP node to get it fixed. I will just also try one more thing. I will just try to delete this role. So this was the issue was also there in 1809, FLCU00 and FLCU01. It was not allowing us to create together. So we need to implement a node to get it fixed. So the same thing I'm trying here. I will also need to delete the sales area. Let's see if that works. So I'm just trying to create it at the company code level. Okay, now it is created 37043. So that is the issue for which you will find a SAP note. You can get that SAP note implemented and it will fix. So what the same issue was there in 1809 also. Whenever you try to create FLCU00 and FLCU01 together in the Fiori application, it shows these errors. If you do it one by one step, it doesn't show. So there are the multiple SAP notes you will find it. So whenever you get stuck with these kind of error and issues, you should go to the support launchpad and you should try to search the related SAP notes for it. So for the business partner in our earlier implementation, we have implemented multiple these kind of notes to get rid of these kind of issues. So now with the Fiori, we have seen we have copied the customer and we have also created as a new. That's what we have seen from the Fiori application. If you have any question on the Fiori application, you can ask it now before we proceed ahead.
So Parminder, one question from my side. In the Fiori application, you are saying that a new customer, and when you enter the data, it goes to BP. So is there any separate screen for the vendor or directly?
Yes, so vendor also, there is a application which is your vendor create, change, delete. So there's a same kind of customer application. We also have a vendor application. Here, basically, we have not entered, the concept is same. We have entered the data which create a business partner and a business partner create a customer, although the application name is customer. But at the back end, the concept is same. When you are entering a data, it create a business partner first, and with the business partner, it link the customer, it create the customer.
Okay, so separate to be vendors like this. Vendor, you go to BP and then vendor.
Yes, right, correct. Any other question, guys? Okay, so if you don't have another question, what I need to show you one thing is that you have seen in the GUI transaction, we need to first create at the general role, then we need to then create at the company code role, then you need to create at the sales area role. Okay, rather than doing this in the Fiori application, the option is there that you can do all of the things together. You can just put your generic details, address details, sales area details, company code details, everything you can put it together, and in a single shot, you can create your customer. So that happens generally when you are having a single responsibility to punch in the data, especially your master data teams, which will be getting the data from your finance team and from your finance team and from your sales team. They would be getting information and they need to key in. So it would be easy for them if the data can be put it together in a single shot. If that need to happen, if you want to do it from the Fiori, it is possible, we have seen. But the same thing, if you want to do it from the GUI, how that can happen, I will show you now. Now we will jump in a little bit more configurations about the business partner. So far configurations we have seen is a configuration which is a basic configuration which is required to create your business partner and customer. Now we'll be a little bit jumping ahead into some advanced configurations. So when you open the SAP business partner, under that we have a business partner, we have a basic settings. Under the basic settings, we have gone into the number ranges and grouping. Okay, but there are multiple other things are also available. We have a business partner roles. Okay, so from here you can go ahead and you can create your business partner role. I will also show you if you want to create your custom BP role, how you can do it. Although generally we don't require it to create a custom BP roles. We just are able to satisfy the customer requirement with FLCU00 and FLCU01 roles. But if you want to drastically change the screens which you see, if you want to drastically modify the fields, you can go ahead and create your new business partner role also. So the first thing I want to show you, if you want to quickly combine your sales area data and a company code data, you want to create from the same single screen, how you can do it. So there is some concept called BP role grouping. BP role grouping is nothing but a BP role itself, which is a combination of the two roles. That would be making a more sense when you are having a multiple applications, when you are having a EWM also, when you are having a TM also, credit management also. Then not only these two roles, FLCU00, FLCU01, you need to maintain some data related to TM for customer. You need to maintain some data related to EWM for customer. Okay, for that data, there are the different roles are there. So you need to extend your customer to 4 or 5 different roles. But if you want to combinedly create that data, you can go to this define BP role grouping. In the BP role grouping, let's say I go ahead into the new entries. Role grouping, I will give it here, starting with GSG02. Title is SG02. Company code and sales. Both data together. So here I will put in detailed description combined company code and sales area data. Role group category, I will select the standard one, or you can also create a role group category. I will just select a role group category as a FLCU00. Okay, it is not available. So we will create a role group category. So let's create first role group category. Role group category is nothing. Again, multiple roles can be grouped together with the role group category also. And some configuration we can define based on the role group category. So let me remove this role group category. So here we are having a BP role grouping categories. Here we'll create a BP role grouping categories. So I will create ZSG02. Role grouping. Okay, so role grouping category has been created. I will create here that SG02. Okay, it is still not saved, so it will not allow to put. We will put it later. No worries. BP role groupings. Here we will define the BP roles which need to be combined together. So I want to combine FLCU00 and FLCU01 role. Both I want to combine it together. Okay, so I will click it here, save. So this has been done. In grouping now I will try to put ZSG02. Yeah, now it is putting save. Okay, you can also see that whether this role grouping need to be hidden or you want to show it, you can also select from here. So what we have done in this one, let's quickly check whether it has been done correctly. SG02, sorry, GSG02. Here we have defined, we have grouped two roles, FLCU00 and FLCU01 role. Now if I go ahead in the transaction BP, if I go to the organization, and here the grouping, if I select ZSG02, It is still not available. I need to refresh the screen. ZSG02 we created, right? Okay, still not available. Sorry, not here. I'm selecting in the grouping. We need to check in the role. That is actually role. What we have created is not grouping, is a role. It should be available here. Yeah, GSG02. So you can see the X here. X means that this is a grouping. Create. So you can see here, guys, awesome. It has come up. The company code is also there. You can also maintain the company code with this role. This role is a group of 2 roles. Okay. The company code is also there. Sales distribution is also there. So you can use this role where basically the both of the data can be maintained together. You can maintain first the generic data. Okay. Then you can go ahead and maintain the company code data. Then you can go ahead and maintain the sales and distribution data. That also you can do it. Okay, guys, so this is the way you can combine it, multiple roles together to create quickly and easily your data. So that when we create a grouping, actually indirectly we are creating your we are actually creating your new role itself, which is combination of the 2 roles. This thing we can also do it with creating a new role also. You can do it. So we have combined. You can also create a new role, but that is a little bit complicated way, because in the new role you need to put the screen control. You need to change the screen control, screen views, that what screens would be displayed, and then you need to also put the fields which you need to display. So the field control and the screen control, you need to put it at the role, then you would be able to do it. So I will show you how you can do that, how you can create a new role. Before I explain you to the new role, I want to show you the field groupings. So this is the field grouping. So you remember, if you want to put some fields as a mandatory, some field you want to hide it, some field you want to make it optional, those things, when you are doing it at the customer account group level. In S/4HANA, if you want to do it, you need to do it at your business partner level. Business partner, you can do it at the client level, and you can also do it at the business partner role level. Both levels options are there, and there is one field is their business partner type. You can also do it based on the business partner type, that configuration. So if you go ahead into the business partner role, so here this is actually at the role category, and I go into the FLCU01, and you double click it here, and you go to the customer sales data. So here the different fields are there in the customer sales data. Okay, so authorization group, agency group, indicators, invoice dates, sales group, sales district. If you want to make them as a mandatory, you need to click it here. If sales district you don't want it, okay, you can hide it. And the sales group and sales office, you want to put it as a mandatory fields, you can put it here as a required. The settings which you do it at the account group level would not be applicable now. Okay, the hide control, field control would be happening from here now. But after 1709, SAP understood that when you do the conversion, your field controls are already there at the account group level. If that field controls need to work, SAP later on came up with the SAP node. So once you implement that SAP nodes, your field controls would be working from your account group level. Okay, if you don't implement that node, your field controls would be standard BP, it is from the BP. But if you implement that node in S4HANA, you can still manage the earlier ECC way where this field controls was happening through the customer account groups. The same way you can also do it. So if you will be clicking it here, these two fields are required, and I save it. So if I go back into the BP transaction, create organization, and I directly go to FLCU01, customer, create title, something, sales and distribution. So you can see your sales office is mandatory, sales group is mandatory, and sales district, which is at the top was there, has been now removed from here. So all unnecessary fields you would be able to remove it by using this. Okay. So I will again change it because multiple people would be using. Don't change the standard rules. If you want to see it, create your own rules and do the changes. So I will again change it back. Not hide, sorry. Okay, I change back. So this is where the field control can be done. And your screen control, that how the different screens has been displayed, how the different tabs has been displayed, is come from the BP view, which has been assigned within the BP role. So let's also check that. So here, if you go into the business partner roles, define BP roles. Let's say we go to FLCU01. So double click on this role. So you can see the BP view is FLCU01. Okay, that is your FLCU01 is your BP view. So your view of the screen, the different tabs which you see is controlled from this BP view. Okay, you can change this BP view from the transaction. Sometimes you would not be able to see that in standard somebody has played around with the configuration, whatever the system you're using. So you can check that things in the transaction BUSD. So this is the BP views. Okay, the BP view which we were seeing is FLCU01. So you can check it here. So this is your view. Okay, in this view, you can check what are the data sets are available. So your field grouping is controlling based on the data sets. So each data sets would be having a multiple fields inside it. Okay, and that's how it controls your, that's how it would be controlling your different fields. So from the left hand side, you will see the applications. What are the different application it is calling, and subheader ID. So you see the ETM data, that ETM data is actually coming because this ETM C01 is there. So that unnecessary things, if you want to remove from screen, you can do it from here. Okay. So before we create a new business partner role, so let's first create a new BP view. So this is, I'm just explaining, if you want to drastically change the screen looks, screen controls, and the field controls, this you can do. Otherwise, in general, we were able to do most of the things by using FLCU00 and FLCU01 role. Or if you just want to practice anything like this, Create your own role, create your own view, and do whatever you want to do. Don't touch the standard roles, FLCU00 and FLCU01. So I'm doing it copy as. Okay, let me go back. Let me select this, copy. I will create Z SG02 as a view, which I have copied it. I will say copy all. Okay, we will remove this. There's some issue with this reset, which somebody has created. I will remove it. Number of entries copied 57. Okay, good. Subheader ID, I will go. I will click it on this one. Go to subheader ID. Is ETM data I don't require, I will delete it. Whatever the data sets you don't require, you can go ahead and delete it from here now. This is your own. You can do all the play work which you want to do. Okay. Your customers in details you don't want, this Thailand related data you don't want, you can go ahead and delete it. These things I don't want. So you can delete it. And here you also want the data from FLCU01, FLCU00. So I will also go, I will open in another screen and we'll check FLCU00, what subscreen it is using. So I will go to FLCU00. So for company code related data, it is using FS0001. So I will copy this FS0001. I will come inside my role, new entries. I will also add a company code screen here. And then let's say I then click on save. So what I have done, I have created my own view. Okay, so now I will be going ahead and create a new business partner role. So I will copy this role and I think at GSG02 we have already created. Let me try to do SG02 if it allows me. BP role category, I'm just putting FLCU01. I'm not changing. BP view, I will change. I have now my own BP view ZCSG02. And I will save it. So what I have done here, I have created my own role here, SG02, which is linked with GSG02 view. Now you would be able to go ahead and do the field controls if you want. Now for that ZSG02, the SG02 role which we have created, you would be able to do all of the field controls. Let's go ahead in our BP transaction and let's see if we are able to see this role. SG02 organization role SG02 create. So you can see there was the tab of ETM data that has been removed now. Okay, and we are having a company code tab here, sales distribution tab here. Okay, both has been combined. So I've shown you the two ways. One thing with the groupings you can do, and you can also create your new roles and you can play around with the screens. These tabs, these data, if you don't require, you can go into the BUSD screen and you can change it. But don't do that changes from the standard roles, FLVN00 or FLCU00. Please don't do that changes. If you want to do it, create your own role, create your own view, and do whatever changes you want to do it. Any questions till this point, guys? I hope you would be clear how the field controls need to happen, how the new role can be created, how the BP views can be fixed or BP views can be created and assigned to the BP roles. Okay, if you don't have any question, we will proceed ahead from here. So what I am going to quickly show you now, I will do a little fast. The same thing which we have done for the customer, the number range setting for the customer, the same things can also be done for the vendor. So when we go into our procurement cycle, we'll also require vendors. So exactly the same steps are there for vendors also. So what is the first step for the vendors? Can anyone tell me what are the things I need to do it if I want to do from the scratch? I want to set it up my vendor master. What are the configurations I need to do? What is the first step?
Create account group.
Create account group, vendor account group. Yes, perfect. What is the second step?
To those account group, yeah, number ranges.
Assign the number ranges, right? What is the next? BP related, BP configurations.
BP to vendor. Set again.
Yeah.
Before BP to vendor, you need to set it up your business partner grouping. You need to set it up your business partner number range. Assign business partner number range with the business partner grouping. Then it will come to BP to vendor. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So I will be going ahead into my again financial accounting. The basic responsibility lies to create account groups for vendor and customer is with finance. Okay, so finance need to discuss with SD and MM teams and then finalize what are the account groups need to be created. Account receivables and account payable, vendor accounts, master data, preparation for creating vendor master, define account groups. I would try to copy account group. Let me see if account group E20 is there. Okay, E20 is there. I will just copy this and I will create SG02. This would be our vendor account group. Okay. Save. So vendor account groups has been created. Then next thing comes to the defining a number ranges for the vendor account group. So create number ranges for vendor account groups. Check the intervals. Again, I will go into the another screen. Parallelly, I will open my configuration for business partner groupings. So cross application component, business partner, SAP business partner, basic settings, number ranges and groupings, define number ranges, intervals. So I will check what are the available number ranges here, and I will check what is the available number ranges here. 800 to 1000 is available here, but 800 to 1000 is not available. 37,000 is available here in the vendor, and 37,101 is available here. So I will use this 37,101 to 199. 37,101 to 199 is also available here. So I will create a number range in both the places with this one. 37,101. Control C. So first I am creating in the business partner. I will add one. 37101 to 199. And I will try to give a name SV Sastrageek vendor. Okay, created. SV is created. The same number we will try to give it here. Add new 101 to 199. Here also I will try to give name SV. Okay, created. So SV both places has been created. Let's do the assignment at both places. Assign number ranges to vendor account groups. So here it is AV. I will change it to SV because I have copied my vendor account group. So that's why it is coming. So I will copy to SV. So it is giving me some error here that TM is not defined. So I will just put it, remove it and save it. So for vendor, I have defined the account group and number range. Let's come to the business partner. Business partner, I have defined the number range. I will give a grouping. New entries. Grouping would be SG. Now SG02 we have already created. Now I will create SG2V. This is for vendor. SG02 vendor. The number range is SV. This time I am putting it as a standard grouping. This one SG02V, SG2V. I will click on save. But we have done one mistake. An entry already exists. Okay. Let me check. SG2V we are trying to maintain, right? SG2V is not there. New grouping. Number range. Okay. I need to first go back, save it, and then do it again. Save it. Okay, now it has been saved. The one mistake which we have done, let me also make it as a default grouping for enter number ranges. One mistake which we have done when I have defined the number range here, SV, I have not defined as the external number for vendor. So SV need to be external number. Need to go to SV. SV need to be now my internal number, external number. Okay. Now we need to maintain CVIs. your linkage between your customer vendor with the business partner. Now I will go ahead into the master data synchronization. Here I will be customer vendor integration, business partner settings for vendor integration, field assignment and vendor integration, assign keys, number assignment direction, BP to vendor. New entry, group we have created SG2V, and account group is SG02 vendor, same number, save. Configuration has been done. This is the only basic configuration which is required. Now I will go ahead and create a vendor, and you will see we would be able to create a vendor, and we would also be able to extend the vendor. So let's go to the same transaction / BP, same steps we need to do. Organization. Let's create first on this one. It is still choosing SG02 customer. I need to go to SG2V. This is the one grouping I need to select, SG2V, company, SG02 vendor. Give some details here. City, again, I will give New York, country US, region New York, language English, save it. Oh, again ID numbers. Tomorrow I will show you how we can remove this configuration. We will remove this configuration tomorrow. Okay. So I will just delete it. I will also just delete it and then save it. So 37101 has been created. And 37101, now I'm going into the change mode. This time I would be extending it to the FL VN00 F5 vendor rule. Okay, I will go to the company code, SG02 company code. My vendor number is external, reconciliation account for vendors. The 5,000 we have created, that will be putting. Another details, do I need to put another details? Vendor payment, payment terms, payment method is mandatory. Guys, if you are not speaking, please be on mute. I can see some. Yeah, thank you. So this and bank transfer. So this details I have put it up, and now I will be saving it. Awesome, guys. So see, 37101 vendor has been created with the business partner 37101. Again, if you want to check the linkages, this time the table for linkages is, okay, I need to open another screen, /NSC16N. Earlier we have gone into the CVI cust link. Now you need to go into CVI underscore vend underscore link. This is a table. Okay, my vendor number is 37101. You can put it here, and from here you can take it this business partner GUID. You can go to the BUT000, put this business partner GUID, and you would be able to take your, you would be able to get it your business partner number from there. So this has been created. Now let's also quickly assign it to the purchase org data. To assign it to the purchase org data, we need to assign it to the FLVN01 role. We'll go to the purchase organization. I will be putting SG. I hope we have created purchase organization. Yes, we have done. Order currency is USD. Payment terms is immediately. GR based invoice verification, yes. Oh, partner functions we have not maintained. Okay, we'll maintain it later. Partner functions are not coming because for the customer we have defined, we have mentioned the partner, but for vendor we have not done. No issues. When we'll be going ahead into our procure to pay cycle, we'll do it there. So here we have created our vendor. Save it. It is extended. If you want to see the vendor tables, let's quickly go ahead. Where the vendor gets saved, guys, LF A1. Okay, LF A1 is updated. Then LF B1. LF B1 is also updated. Company code data. Then your LFM1. LFM1 is also updated. So all of your backend tables has been updated. Your business partner has been created and it is linked with your vendors. So this way we have seen, guys, today how to create a business partner, how to create it through the BP transactions, how to create customer vendor. The similar way I have shown you the customer application, the exactly the similar way we also have a Fiori application to create a vendor master through the Fiori. We have also seen the configuration. You have seen that how you can create a new roles, how you can combine and group the roles together, and how you can change the BP views, how you can make the fields mandatory and optional within the business partner. So those all things we have seen it today. So which covers most of the business partner, but still some few things are pending, which I would be covering it tomorrow, especially how you need to do the configuration in the ECC system, how the existing customers and vendors need to be converted into the business partner. That we'll be seeing in our tomorrow session. Any questions for today's session, you can ask it now before I close the session. Okay, guys, if you don't have any questions, thank you for joining today's session. We'll join back again tomorrow. We'll continue some part of the business partner, and then we will start ahead with a new topic, which is HANA Migration Cockpit. We'll see that how this business partner or material master, which we are creating manually, how you can use the Excel files to upload them. Okay, guys, thank you for today. Goodbye for now. We'll join again tomorrow. Bye-bye.